In this video, we will demonstrate how to replace Thermocouple C on the HCT-5H McDonald's lunch toaster. Kit number 7001294 includes Type K thermocouple 32 inches and 2 black high temperature zip ties. Common tools that would facilitate the job would be a small diagonal wire cutter, zip ties, small precision screwdriver, standard size screwdriver, flashlight, and a mirror. To replace Thermocouple C on the HCT-5H toaster, first power the unit off, allow it to cool down, then unplug it. Next, we need to open up the side electrical service panel. Please take note, if your toaster has 1 screw, 2 screws, and no screws on the bottom, you have the newer style toaster with a hinged panel. Remove the 2 screws, open the panel. If your toaster has 3 screws on top, plus 2 screws on the bottom, that is an older style toaster. You will need to remove the 3 screws on top and just loosen the 2 screws on the bottom. Those panels are not hinged. Once you remove the 2 top screws on a hinge style toaster, open the panel to expose the electronics. Thermocouple C is located here on the green terminal block and runs through the bottom of the toaster down here. To remove Thermocouple C from the green terminal block, take a small slotted screwdriver, loosen up the last 2 screws. Remove thermocouple leads from green terminal block. Carefully cut the plastic zip ties along the thermocouple bundle without damaging remaining thermocouples. Rotate the compression knob to number 7. Open the side door by unlatching the lock. Swing the door open and remove from the hinge. Lift the lever. Use your thumbs and pull the upper bracket away from the toaster to allow the sides to float. To release tension on the lower Teflon belts, press in and down to compress the spring and repeat it at the opposite end. Remove the lower 3 belts by sliding them outward. Note, the snaps may snag along the way. With the 3 Teflon belts removed, set aside, ensure they do not get damaged. We are demonstrating an underside view of the Thermocouple C location. As you can see, it's secured with 2 black zip ties, both the thermocouple and its high limit. The thermocouple protrudes from the electrical housing side, makes a 90-degree bend, goes up into this oval slot, and makes a right angle turn directly into the platen approximately 3 inches as shown here. So we need to carefully snip the 2 existing zip ties, extract the old thermocouple, and install the new thermocouple. On the power cord side of the unit, push up the roller from both ends so it can spring up and allow us more hand room. On the front side of the toaster where the landing zone is, to increase distance, lift the roller mechanism, find a suitable box or container to wedge underneath carefully, to give us a little more access room. Locate the two zip ties and carefully snip with small wire cutters. Be careful not to sever the high limit capillary tubing. With the black zip ties snipped and removed, note the high limit capillary tube and the thermocouple. Also note the metal slots that are used to secure the zip ties. Removing or inserting thermocouple C can be accomplished from the front of the toaster or from the rear based on preference. Typically, if you're right hand dominant, it's best if you work from the front of the toaster using your left hand. Grab the thermocouple and start pulling away from the platen until it's completely removed. With the thermocouple C disconnected from control board, completely extract. Please ensure that the replacement thermocouple is inserted into platen C approximately 3 inches, as you can see from here to here. Take replacement thermocouple, insert it into lower grommet hole. Take new thermocouple and form a 90-degree bend approximately at the 4-inch mark as shown. As shown here, thermocouple C is inserted into a hole into the platen, and the high limit capillary bulb is inserted into a separate hole adjacent. Place a mirror in this position to better assist you in locating the hole in the platen C so you can guide the thermocouple correctly. Grab the thermocouple as shown and guide into the cutout slot above and try to hunt for the platen hole. With the thermocouple inserted into the hole, keep pushing in slowly until it bottoms out. Take the two new zip ties and remove the grommets. We do not use the grommets, just the zip ties. Take one zip tie and insert it into the little metal cutout. And secure thermocouple as shown. Repeat at the opposite end here, then snip off any excess zip ties. Ensure thermocouple is completely parallel with the capillary bulb. Ensure the zip ties are in place and push the squared part up. Ensure the thermocouple and capillary bulb did not shift out of position, and ensure the thermocouple is still positioned inside the platen hole. Compress the lower idler shaft back in at both ends. Then reinstall the 3 belts. Insert the belt in a rotating position. Release tension at both ends. Reconfirm that the belts are properly positioned and seated within their respective grooves from both ends of the toaster. If necessary, reposition the belts. On the lock lever, these lower hooks actually engage the lower mechanism here, and the upper pins actually engage the upper mechanism shown here. Lift the flat lever, engage the bottom mechanism, then engage the top. Ensure upper and lower mechanisms are correctly locked in position. Reinstall the side door by engaging it over the hinge pins. Make sure the door is unlocked. Then lock the door. Adjust compression setting to number 4, and as necessary, increase or decrease until it yields correct compression and toasting. Insert the red wire into the R terminal and the yellow one into the Y terminal and secure with screws. Be careful not to pinch the insulation, just the conductor. Secure the 3 thermocouple bundles with zip ties. Cut off any excess. Next, close the service panel, secure with screws, but ensure the wiring does not get pinched along the way. With the service panel secured, plug the power cord into the appropriate outlet. Secure. Test for proper operation.